This week, we're speaking with Island doctors. They have many clinic locations across the city. Today, we're focusing on mammograms and diabetes. Also, Plexiderm, it's a topical rub that you use under your eyes that gets rid of unsightly bags and puffiness. It's easy to use, and those who do swear by it. We'll find out about that. Plus, 904thin.com, a revolutionary way to get healthy and lose weight at the same time. But we begin today with Island doctors, and Reedus Smith joins us now to talk about mammograms, diabetes, office locations, and many more, including his thoughts on the political race. We were just messing around.
I know I gotta get that sooner or later.
All right, so how you doing today?
I'm doing great, feeling much better. Thanks for asking.
Well, I'm loving having you back.
Yeah, great.
Let's talk about mammograms, diabetes in your clinics, and what you're doing right now in the community of Jacksonville.
Well, believe it or not, we've came up with a partner, Precision. Lori, our contracting person in the office, has done it. I've made a big emphasis on mammograms this year. We have a big, beautiful pink bus that's going to be going out, and they'll be doing mammograms throughout the city, mainly at our locations, and also in some of the church locations throughout Jacksonville.
Okay, so this is a bus that, it just goes like mobile to different places?
Different places.
What's inside the bus? Is that where all the equipment is?
All the equipment is inside, everything they need to do your mammogram, and get back with you and forward the information to your doctor. We're going to make that readily available at each one of these sites. We're going to come out with a big, as you know, Jax 4 advertisement campaign, and also that on the radio, and let people know the sites and look local, of course.
Of course, if it's not look local, I want any part of it.
Right, and we're going to do that. Mammograms are very important. I did not know how lacking we were with women getting mammograms in Jacksonville until about 2 weeks ago, and I said we got to make this a priority for the next quarter, and we're going to do that. So we're working very closely with them in order to make sure that happens. We're also going to be helping and working with Silver Sneakers real closely as well.
Tell us about that.
It's the gym program and the exercise, but they have access to a lot of the senior women that we're going to try to get with them and send this to their locations as well to do that. Silver Sneakers is very underutilized in our city, and it's a free program for seniors. Water sports, exercising, pool laps, and all these types of things that's available to them. So we're going to try to ramp that up a little bit with us. Island Doctors, I think, was one of the biggest performers for Silver Sneakers for a while. And we just want to get our seniors back into doing that. It's free, Karen.
Sure.
So we should be doing that.
So why not,
yeah,
right? Let's talk a little bit about how many clinics you have, and we have some shots here I want to show of just what you guys do. And you guys are in Jax Beach, you're in downtown Jacksonville. I mean, you're out in Lake City. I mean, you're all over the place.
We are now proudly to say that we're up to our 24th clinic. The goal is to get us up to 30 by end of 2018. We now have a beautiful, unbelievable office in Jax Beaches. You know, we have our North Main office here, Cassett, but we're in Gainesville, Lake City, we're in St. Augustine, Daytona, New Smyrna. You know, we're in Ormond Beach now. So we're moving pretty rapid to make sure that our coverage for our senior base is good. And our network is really solid, because I think this year, in the highlight of election and where healthcare is going, our seniors are going to be our #1 top priority for the next 3 years.
And let's talk about that a little bit, about the way, you know, the healthcare is going and the way the situation is right now. What are your thoughts?
My professional thoughts are is we're going to be in for a rude awakening if we don't cover ourselves now. Dr. Hemmon has got this philosophy about stopping anything before it happens. That's kind of the way we're looking at things as a whole.
So are you a big Trump supporter, or are we talking Clinton here?
I don't think that I'm either supporter. I think I would like to see the best person for the job. I'm not a very big party guy.
What about for health care? What do you think?
I think for health care, I have to be honest with you, I think why Hillary has the experience in the political climate of healthcare, Donald Trump brings a fresh new perspective, a little rowdy, but has that. But he has an ace card that I think if he ever uncovers It's probably going to do him well because he does have the business sense. And you have to give him credit for that. You can't take that away from him.
Well, I thought it was also, I think you mentioned last time that they were going to make healthcare be more affordable in terms of being able to compete for contracts instead of just having a Florida-based like Blue Cross Blue Shield or any of the other major corporations or pharmaceuticals and health insurance companies. They were going to open it up more on a national level.
I think what's going to affect the country from a political standpoint is that hospitals are going to have a bigger voice because they're developing their own plans to kind of keep the money in the pot, which in a way is very dangerous because it's almost like people who don't know the business, as being a former administrator of a hospital and being a former administrator of a healthcare plan, the two really at this point don't mix.
Right. So
you have to understand that the pot of money circulating in one center is never a good idea, like MSOs. MSOs should be privatized because when something in this country is ran privately, you seem to get the maximum effect. When you put something in the hands of big government, it doesn't go as well from past history.
Sure.
So we have to look at how can we maximize it and keep Medicare going, Medicaid going, and all this. I'll tell you who's doing a really good job. The governor in Tennessee, Haslam, is doing a fantastic job. I think that we have to look at that and be able to make it transparent and go.
We only have about
That's my political.
There's your political person. But it's interesting to see how that will affect healthcare going forward, and it's interesting to see how Island Doctors will incorporate some of the new policies that will be in place. And I know you'll be back to speak with us about those
I sure will.
As well.
Be more than happy to.
It's always great to have you. Rita Smith.
Thank you.
Island Doctors, thank you very much. Up next, we're going to find out about a new eye cream that everybody is talking about that gets rid of dark circles and bags under your eyes. We'll find out about that. Plus, the Jacksonville Sharks are getting ready to take on the Cleveland Gladiators this Saturday night. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. For more information, log on to jacksharks.com.